Big John, what's up, man? What's
What's
going
up,
down?
FD?
What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing much.
How was
Nothing
your day
much.
today, sir? Was you good?
It was a day, long day, but
Okay.
it's good now.
I'm glad bros pushed through. It's good to spend time with you.
hmm
Right before we went on, Big John said something about I said something about LeBron being back tonight. Oh, I got light here.
And Wimby is out
He
tonight.
is out, so I have some thoughts. If it concerns load management,
hmm
and I have no proof, so I'm not trying to say that people are fabricating injuries, but there's a lot of calf strains going on right now. I think people are just getting rest, man. But
But to get this many calf strains like this, again, goes back to we need to go back to having more practices and being in shape to play the game, not just being in shape.
I agree.
And you see early season injuries around every sport beside baseball.
Yes,
Baseball still got what almost 7 week long spring training.
yes,
Baseball players they play 14 out of like 17 days sometimes
yes.
on turf, on grass. You don't see the same type of ankle, lower, calf strains, Achilles injuries in that sport.
True. So,
But that,
so I'm just saying, we got calf strains, and then we got calf strains.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I
But
mean,
what I'm saying is, you didn't have as many injuries like this. We're not even 20 games in,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Then you on top of that, you look at the offseason, you have players waiting to the end of the offseason to go have their surgeries. Like Tyler Hero, what, 3 weeks before the season started? Oh, I gotta have surgery. But you've been out in France and all out the country, chilling all summer.
I didn't understand that at all. Don't know nothing about it. Didn't understand that at all. I don't know. Now, one could say, is he trying to do rehab and see how that thing feel and get another opinion? But how long can that go on? Got a little roll call here. Let's see here. Shadow Sanders' home is burglarized while he's playing in the game.
Yeah, that's a lot of that going on.
There's a lot of that going on, and
Way
it
too much.
just happens to be when someone's out of town.
Mm-hmm.
There's a soccer player who just posted, female soccer player, that her house was burglarized last night and the night before while she was out of town playing soccer somewhere.
Well, you know the athlete schedule. You know when they're going to be out, when they are going to be preoccupied. You know when the
and
games are.
It's very easy now to find out where someone lives.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably, I don't know. I'm not an investigator, but some of these guys, we know Eddie Curry from Chicago. We know people in the past who have talked about. They have had people in their house as guests who have later come back and was in their house, not as a guest.
Mm-hmm. But something about it being as frequent as it's been, something about that tells me that this is a group working together. And we hopefully this is on the FBI's radar. Let's be looking into. Hopefully.
I hope so. Let's hope everybody's safe. I hope this is not a Brian Taylor situation again where someone's at home and someone's entering the house, and then there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I hope that it's just a lot. $250,000 worth of something taken out of the home. I just hope that. Another thing to come at you with Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that's some sucker stuff right there.
So let me just ask you this, and let me ask everybody that's out there. I haven't spit on anyone in my life.
Me either.
I've never even thought about it, Big John. And I've been in some face-to-face conversations, especially when we back in the day when we played ball. That would be something in practice. That was definitely things in games. I've never even thought about that, man. I've never thought about just hawking and spitting on someone. When Bill Romanowski did this, for my people out there who may not know,
that's an historic take right there.
when Bill Romanowski, I'm watching the game that night with JJ Stokes, and I could not believe. Let me see if I can find this clip though. What is that? Hold on here.
But you can't spit on people, right? First of all,
I don't understand it. Hero, what's up? Good to have you here. You are number one.
Did you see Tomlin's response to it?
Did I say who's? Thomas?
Yeah.
That was the best way he could say what we all are going to say.
Somebody spit on you, do what's natural.
That was the best way to say that because I don't even understand the mindset. And then Chase to come in the media. So as soon as he said, well, I haven't done anything, I thought to myself, this dude does know that everything's filmed.
Every single thing.
There's nothing missed in a professional sporting event. Everything is filmed. Let me just put a little play on this.
On a Monday night in San Francisco, the Broncos found out. Once again, Denver blew a lead and fell 34-17. The loss hurt, but an incident involving linebacker Bill Romanowski threatened to destroy the season.
I didn't see it happen, but the next thing you know, you're starting to hear the rumblings. Romo just spit in JJ Stokes' face. Yeah, what? He spit in his face.
Here's play before. That's JJ Stokes, I think, talking to Bill Romanowski. Ooh, and there is a real lack of social graces on the part of Romanowski.
It turned into a race issue at that particular point.
When do you think to yourself, I'm going to spit on this person? I don't understand that, man. So I don't understand where Chase is coming from. And then I don't understand how you go to the media and tell a bold-faced lie.
Mm-hmm.
Say anything to him. He probably didn't like what I said. I mean, I didn't spit on him. He probably didn't like what I said, and so that was the problem.
He definitely didn't like what came out your mouth.
And this is what, the second or third time? So we had Dak Prescott,
Get spit on first
who spit at the ground in front of a man.
Mm-hmm.
And that has different social meaning to different people. But I also think of that as very disrespectful.
Yeah.
But then we had the Eagles player. Was the Eagles, right?
Yeah, Jalen Carter.
Yeah. We had that situation. And now we have. So when is this like socially normal now? Like, are people thinking that this is less disrespectful than maybe somebody else may think it is?
Maybe think it's more disrespectful and don't care. You spit on me, we got a box, bro.
But Big John, you know we ain't just boxing.
Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey in the game on Sunday. Hero 3. That's what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Spit right in his face. And things are starting to slip and dip because when Jamar Chase said that he don't talk to Justin Jefferson, they ain't got nothing to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking like, okay, college teammates. Okay, probably had a little rivalry in school trying to see who's the best receiver, who's going to get picked first. But you say now you don't have nothing to say to this man.
No.
And now we spitting on people. I don't know.
Seems like character's changing.
Got some growth. He did Chase. That seems out of character. Or maybe I'm wrong. It seemed out of character, Hero. But it's all up in character right now. All up in character. So let's at least show you, guys. I don't think you've seen. Let's show you this right quick. I just think spitting on someone is one of the most foul things that one can do.
Jalen Ramsey smacked Jamar Chase and is accusing Chase of spitting on him. Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase got face-to-face early in the fourth, grabbing each other's face masks until needing to be separated. 1 minute later, chaos ensued again, and the two teams had to be separated with Chase and Ramsey in the middle of it, resulting in Chase's helmet being ripped off. He and Ramsey again got face-to-face, this time with Ramsey hitting Chase in the helmet, leading to the scuffle. Ramsey would be the one who got flagged and was ultimately ejected from the game. Ramsey afterwards says he was just retaliating after claiming Chase spit on him. Chase vehemently denied spitting on him, but an on-field angle shows Ramsey may have a point.
He spit on me, so it's up. I'm going to get football after that.
Jalen Ramsey smacked Jamar Chase and is accusing Chase of spitting on him. Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase got face-to-face early in the fourth, grabbing each
I don't think we're going to forget this, me personally. I believe this is going to be something that is shown, just like I just pulled up the Bill Romanowski from 20 years ago. I think this would be something that'll follow Chase that he's probably not even thinking about right now.
I don't know what possession you do that in the middle of a game.
I don't know what possesses you to do that at all. They would be still trying to pull me off, and I would have to see me after the game. Or like I told Big John, to me, Big John said we got a box. Yeah, I don't think this thing is going to be going on for a while. I think, and I don't like to be an advocate of bodily harm to people and physical violence and all that. Yeah, it's very gross. I don't even understand the mindset.
What was the Finnegan from Tennessee, the cornerback from Finnegan from Tennessee? What was it, Julio? Who he always get into it with? Julio Jones.
Yeah, I thought Cortland Finnegan. Did he get into it with Evans? Who did Evans get into it?
Mike Evans. Maybe a situation. Every time I see you, you getting punched. We both get out this game every time.
It says a lot about character, man. I just don't. You need to have more, EQ ability, Carr. Don't be an emotional person. I just don't know. It's rough. Hero 3.
Wow.
That's rough. And I know. Let me just say this, Hero. You have some things. Everybody has some things that are completely out of bounds. Everybody has that. If you want to share what yours are, But everybody has something that's completely.
There's not anybody emotional out. We seeing red, and we doing exactly what just happened. We are seeing red.
There are
So-
things that are completely out of bounds. There is no conversation. Spitting on someone is one of those things. And I will say this. I don't know if it's different parts of the country may think differently on that. I don't know what it is, but there's probably some people you could talk to. Oh, he just spit. That's not. Actually, my nephew spit on me once, and I threw him 10 feet onto a bed. I'm telling you, I'm a hero. I know that everyone has something that they're like, my kids. There are things that are just completely out of bounds. So
Don't start none, won't be none.
and that's the question I would ask anybody that was like, oh, well, maybe he took it too far, but why do you yank his face mask? I'm surprised Ramsey didn't do more than that.
We see what Amar St. Brown got punched.
Yeah, but he did something. Just like let me just say this: Ramsey came up in that game, hit Chase from behind with a pretty violent hit. Have you seen that hit?
Yeah,
pretty violent hit. I'm still not spitting on the man. I'm finding a way within them white lines, but I'm not spitting on the man. Big John, I was at a game once where I'm blocking a guy, and he started throwing punches. You know where your shoulder pads in?
Mm-hmm.
He started throwing punches under my rib. Like he threw three shots under my ribs. This guy was about, so I'm 6'3". This cat was like 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
But he was lighter. He was it was almost like an EM playing a tackle position. So I grabbed his face mask and pulled it all the way down to where his belt buckle was when he was standing up. And I whispered in his ear. Well, I didn't whisper, I shouted in his ear. If while we're out here, if you throw more punches, I know I'm gonna lead this game. Because you and we're gonna have a problem out here. And I asked him, do you understand what I'm saying? And he said, yeah. I let him up. His whole game was different after that, Big John.
Mm-hmm.
Very light in the ass and not really coming off the ball. And I don't know if he thought those punches were going to intimidate me or if he knew he had no game. Because this was like the first series this is the first couple of downs of the first series. I don't know what he was thinking, but we're not getting down like that. Man, if somebody came out and spit on you. Man,
hey, that can coach. I remember our coaches used to tell us first quarter, cup check them.
Yeah,
coming on defense, cup check them. First quarter, cup check them in the first quarter. Go low, rip up, cup check them.
I've heard that.
Mm-hmm. Listen, go low and rip up.
It'd be some. Now we all know people. That's some wild stuff that happens on the field, but we're talking about spitting on folks. So, Chase, I hate the term "do better" because I just hate that term, but we got to do better than that. Yeah, hero. It's wild.
Hero, man. Listen. Come check them.
Now, I am a proponent, hero, of not putting your emotions in someone else's hands. I've had to learn this over time in life. Something pops off. You don't put your emotions. You don't have to react. You don't. You got to be better than that. Definitely as you get older, if you want to live a fulfilled life.
Yeah.
To me, it's all about living a fulfilled life out here. And I try to teach my young people to do the same thing. You can't react because some people want you to react. And they want to set you up to react. And they want to have you look in a certain way when you react. And that's why I think when you see in sports where the person that reacts gets the penalty, not the first person. So we can't live like that. Now I agree with that, but I mean, what's in the same wheelhouse as spitting on someone? What I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what's in that
Nothing
same.
in the same. I think everything else is escalating, right? Well, I don't even want to get into things to escalate that, but I think it's hard, right? Somebody's putting in UC red, and you just gotta go. That's just natural for most people. And I think if you don't react, it might be a lot more deeper wrong, and that person should be really, really afraid of what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody doesn't react.
True. Very true. So LeBron's back tonight, people. Is anybody excited about that? Let me see if I can find. Is that even on TV somewhere? Let me see.
I think it's not a national game. Grizzlies and Spurs were a national game. Oh no, maybe it is. Let me go to Peacock.
Is it on?
Are they playing the Jazz?
Yeah, they're playing the Jazz.
Lauri Markkanen balling out lately, ain't he? 35, 40, 45.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Yeah, but is Lauri Markkanen in the Jazz? I mean, I hit you up the other day. I think it was you, and I said that it reminded me of when Kevin Love was in Minnesota.
Yeah,
he was balling. But is that going to translate someplace else? Would that translate? It came out, hey, Draymond didn't want Lauri traded to Golden State. Maybe he was biased, but I don't see that translating with Golden State. You see that translate?
I don't think it was not of wanting him to come to Golden State. It was more of be sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, if that's the move you want to make, be sure that's the move you want to make.
I'd rather have Jimmy Butler than Lauri Markkanen. I see that translate.
But you know Draymond don't like foreigners. You know he think they all soft.
It's true.
He only tried foreigners.
He won't really come out and say it, but it's true.
Yeah. He ain't never tried Bam like that or Jaren Jackson. Mm-mm. Not in the same way he tried Edie and and the rest of them boys.
Pleasure point. At least that's how I try to move. I think I've seen a lot of stuff go down in life, and I think that's the best way to move. I even advise my close friends. They know to move the same way. You can't just react to people. Those who react, I mean, we all know there are popular things that have happened in pop culture and in the news where somebody reacted. Some people aren't even here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Off a reaction. There's really no room for that. When somebody gets to talking what I think is sideways now, I don't even say anything. I just move on. You can threaten me. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm gone. Yeah, and people can say, well, man, FD, you should.
Let's be honest, right? I think the last 10 years, I can count on one hand how many times somebody actually really threatened me. Just because of our size. Nobody really threatens me. I'm not worried about being threatened. Mm-hmm. I tell people all the time, it's not going to be that big of a deal, right?
Nope.
It's not. My goal every day is to come back to my house, see my family.
I totally agree. That's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. What's the fruit on that tree, man? I'm going to eat that fruit. I'm not trying to. One time I went to a Dodgers game. I always I got stories. One time I went to a Dodgers game, and I'm parking. This was like 3-4 years ago, more. I'm parking, and there's an open space. They park you, they park you, they park you. So there's an open space, and there's a guy in the back seat. So I assume that he's getting a child out. By this time, I've had children. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm assuming that he's getting a child out. I don't honk my horn. I don't do anything. I'm just sitting there. And then when he comes out with the baby and walks around, I start pulling in. So then I get out my car, and this gentleman got out the passenger side and got the child out. And there's a guy who's getting out on the driver's side. So the guy who gets out the driver's side is like, man, what's his problem, man? What's going on, man? Before we even get in the game, I gotta beat somebody, I gotta whoop somebody's ass out here. I'm getting down, I'm standing there, I just look. I don't say a word. They start walking to the stadium. I'm walking behind them. I don't say anything. I go into the stadium, enjoy the game, because I think I got something to drink. I wasn't eating meat at the time, so I don't know. Maybe I got a veggie dog or something. But I just go on with my evening, man. I'm not.
I see that.
There were times in life, Big John, where I would have attempted to clarify exactly what that individual said, but I'm not. Seeing Junior's little face the first time wiped all that away, man. I'm good. What up, Zerny? What's going on? Hero thought who was retiring?
LeBron.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he should, but I think he's back tonight. Yeah. Oh, let's talk about the Lakers and them telephones.
Yeah.
So
now how true is it? Because I've only seen one person say it, and I don't necessarily trust that one person. Like how about them asking for Lakers personnel phones and stuff.
Oh, I've seen a couple of people talking about that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so supposedly FBI investigators are asking, I think, a few franchises for their phones. Lakers happen to be one of them. And there is someone close to a particular player, yes, who they've asked that person to give up their phone. So we'll see. Could just be investigative work. That's friends. Yeah, we have to be careful these days and getting. Yeah, Zerny, that does know. I think if you put pride out the window, one thing I've learned, if you take your little individual little pride, now I will talk about my individual little pride, and I take that and set that to the side, then I don't have any problem. You can really say and do whatever. And then I know I need to be moving on, going on about my business. What was the next thing? What were the agendas I had when I got up this morning? What I want to accomplish? I need to move on to that. If I just put my pride out the window, but if I got to step up and beat my chest and let people know I'm the man, and you don't talk to me, like if I got to do all that, then my dad used to always tell me, if you keep running, you're gonna find something. Mm-hmm. If you stay on that means so much to you. That means more than your kids and your family and your health in the future. And because we all got people that love us, right? And I used to try to think about this when I was in my 20s and in college. We all got people that love us that if we're not here today, it's going to affect them.
Yes.
And if we think about those people, and then for me, I know there were some elders that taught me, spent time with me, talked to me when I was knee high to a duck, when I was really, really young. And some of them kind of predicted that there would be certain things going on in the future with me, that I need to adhere to certain things to manifest this. And so if I'm thinking about those elders who have passed on, that I need to get myself together. I'm not just out here running. I was telling my son the other day, you're not just, when you leave your house in the morning, you're not just representing yourself. There are other people depending on you and need you to do what you need to do, so that then they can do what they need to do. Especially as a parent, we take on that when we start parenting people. We signed up for that. We put our signature on the dotted line, and we told people that we're here for them. So that didn't mean like I'm out here for you unless I'm disrespected. Then it doesn't mean that. It means I'm here for you. Yeah, hurt people. This is true. That is very true. Nate. Very true. Yeah, people filled with love. They're going to teach and fill people with love. Yeah, we have to be careful. Yeah. But Laurie marketing though. Man, I just see the way you watch Utah play ball.
I have seen not one Utah game.
The way they play, man, is just I just don't see that thing translate. Shit, I could see Michael Porter Jr. translate more over Brooklyn than
He had 7 assists.
yes.
I know he was hurt.
You get that guy with a heel back. I think he's a different player, man. He's a different guy. So
I know he was hurt to pass that ball 7 times. That might be a record.
Oh, you saying he likes to shoot? Is that what you're saying?
He likes to shoot.
6'10" and firing that ball.
You know how Clay had the game where he only had like six dribbles. They didn't see what's the most passes Michael Porter Jr.'s ever had in the game.
Oh, you like Ace Bailey? Okay.
I like the highlights I've seen of Ace's game. I haven't watched Ace's game.
I haven't watched the game of Ace. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I like the highlights I've seen of Con Knipple.
Yes,
but I knew he was going to be good coming from Duke because I said at draft night, Charlotte needs an adult in the room. He carries himself like an adult.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to say that Ball and what's the other kid's name that likes to score?
Miller.
Miller, and what's the other dude's name? The dude with the
PJ Washington.
No, you got Washington, but the other cat. PJ Washington now is gone, right?
Oh, he's gone. That's right.
What's the dude's name?
The one that's rapping. The one that's rapping. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember these cats' names, man. They're showing on NBA TV right now. They're showing some Charlotte highlights. Ironically, we're talking about them. I just don't know about Hey man, how do you feel about the way New Orleans hit their head coach, man? You just stop announcing the cat in the pregame and then you fire him. And then it comes out that Jordan Poole says he wasn't happy with his playing time being moved to the bench.
I'm not happy with your playing. I mean, what do you expect from a franchise like New Orleans?
When I think of Charlotte, there are 3 teams I think about. I think of Charlotte, I think of New Orleans, and I think of
Wizards.
The Wizards, yeah. I think of those 3 franchises. And I just don't know what the NBA. I mean, we expanded and changed names. What is this basketball that's being played?
I was going to say.
And then what's up with Dallas?
Dallas is. Listen, you have.
Nico is not the only person. Nico is not the only person leaving up out of there.
Well, let's get on that. Nico was a scapegoat.
Yes.
You don't trade.
Yes.
You don't trade your franchise player to the Lakers without owner approval.
Yes. Somebody else in that building knew what was going on and was like good with it.
Mm-hmm.
But in the public's eye, hey man, I don't know what this dude's doing. I don't know what. Come on, man. And I heard a story the other day. Who told this story? It was a former player that said Luka wouldn't listen to anybody in the organization about anything.
Yeah, I've seen he was on a broadcast. Right?
Yes, he wouldn't listen to anything. And they were like, yeah, I'm glad this dude never won a championship here because
MVP.
There you go, MVP, because he would be unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
That alone made me want to know more about what exactly is Luka doing up in there. How's he talking to people?
He was Jordan. Everybody in the order told him how good he was, and he was great for so long. You couldn't come back from it.
I still ask the question all the time, Big John. I'm going to keep asking the question. What if this dude never wins a championship? Bro, that's gonna be the biggest fleecing of the NBA.
Yep.
That'll be the epitome of the hype train.
So
That dude had Prism goals at one point, man. That was close to $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And never win a chip. And do you see him really leading a team? You've seen enough ball, man. You see him play. You know how he gets down.
Listen, I will say this. This Lakers team seems to be fully behind him.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
I think the chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
I think like maybe because it's more foreigners on the team. Because him, Rui, Austin Reeves, Levitica.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
They all get along very well.
They do, but the Lakers don't have the talent. How are they gonna get along when that talent shows up?
But they have enough talent where chemistry matters.
They got enough talent to be a playoff team. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, they have enough talent where chemistry matters. This is not the Nick Young days.
Not silliness. No.
Right.
I'd agree. But what happens when talent to not just get to the playoffs, but go somewhere shows up?
Well, that's when the chemistry will be tested.
What I just want to see, okay, Lucas lost weight, right? Zion lost weight, still hurt. Luka lost weight, playing well. I just want to see, can Luka, what's the best defender Luka can be? I want to see that dude. I went to a Dallas game and Luka wasn't hurt and didn't play. And the game was dedicated to his homeland. The reason was they weren't in playoff contention.
Oh, that was the last game of the season where they took him out?
I was done after that. And I think that favors may speak to what was said about Luka. I would love to hear what people in the organization, around the arena, even parking attendants, people that on that main tunnel, every stadium has this person, that main tunnel coming down to the locker room. What are these people saying? I would love to know. I wish I lived around Dallas. I get over there and try to find out. And I'll put people in that like that witness protection dog where you got the fake voice and the face blur. I'll put them in that. So your job ain't in jeopardy. I would love to know. I can't wait to see the documentary that's made on who they can call it. Who is Luka? I don't think the dude's winning a championship, man. I'm just gonna stay on that. Been on that for a long time. Gonna stay on that. I just don't see it unless he teams with a big dog. If he gets with a Giannis or something, if he can get with somebody that's dominant.
You saying LeBron is no longer dominant?
No, he's in. There are many players in the league better than LeBron James, man. And that's no hate on LeBron. We're just talking, as they say, square bids. You know LeBron right now. Let's talk about LeBron. What does LeBron do? LeBron picks and chooses. Like right now, he first came back against Utah. Why isn't his first game back against somebody else? Let's look at the Lakers' schedule. Who do they have coming up? He could have played the Suns, could have played the Celtics, could have played the 76ers on the 7th.
You listen, the broadcast on you. Just first thing that Vince Carter says, well, LeBron, he's going to pick his spot.
That's what he does. So he finds his teams that he's going to score points against to make sure his average is right.
Mm-hmm.
Then other teams he's going to rest on. He definitely never steps out and plays the best player anymore. When's the last time you seen LeBron trying to D up Shaq?
Last person I tried to see him try to D up was Curry.
Yep. Dallas loves that sports teams. You really have to mess up to get kicked out of there. Yeah, that's true. But the question is, who messed up? So does Nico come back in some capacity somewhere else in the league? I think we're gonna see Nico. I think we see Nico again.
Probably.
What's up with Ty Jones with Orlando?
That's what I was talking about. This man ain't scoring.
Why is he playing so bad? He's actually he's a decent guard.
Really, really good backup guard for Memphis.
There's something there. Something there. Somebody else is leaving Dallas. My gut would tell me Jason Kidd. My gut would tell me several players. AD, Clay. But several people. By the time Kyrie comes back, well, is he projected at some point? Is he All-Star break or he? Whenever
I don't even know if it's supposed to be this season.
Is it for the season?
I don't even know if it's supposed to come back this season.
Whenever he comes back, his team will be totally different. He'll be playing.
But it's amazing when you put Cooper Flag at his natural position.
I mean, that dude's not a point guard, man. You see how that dude moves? That dude's a small forward, man. Everything about him is small forward. The problem with him is, I believe, can he defend small forwards?
Yes.
Do you think so?
Let's we need to see. Can he defend small forwards?
Yes. I think that's the problem. I think that's the only reason you move him to point guard. Because you think he's bigger and can body up these people. You don't put him at point guard because of his point guard ability and what he's going to do in the offensive end. You're trying to maximize defense. So now you got Clay, you got somebody else over there on the small forward.
That's because I'm playing a 3-2 zone.
JaVale McGee dominating here in Australia. Yeah, I mean, to me, JaVale still has game.
Yeah.
I think JaVale, tell you the truth, I think he proactively decided not to go back to Golden State. He said he was just picking and rolling and screening. So he has game. Yeah, I can see him doing very well in another league. Brett, thank you for that information. Like, I'm not at all surprised. I like his game a lot. Shaq used to be on him a lot, but I like JaVale McGee. I think he's an athletic big. I think he's the Hartenstein type. Like, he's going to give you energy. He got some bounce to him. Dude, have you looked at Hartenstein's game lately?
No, he's playing better.
Bro, he's not the same dude that came over from the Knicks.
Nope.
He's playing very well. And what I like is Chet has got some go to him now. Chet's physical.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on
physical? But again, we're talking about who is going to stop Wemby. Right? And really it's players like Chet, right? Can hold ground, and they have a rivalry from just
back in the day.
Back in the day, overseas playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
What then? What can other big guys like Edie get to? What can Sar become? Mm-hmm. What can because there's only so much that Bam and JJ can do with Wemby, right? You see Draymond try to get in his head, try to put a body on him and get dunked on, like get spent off and dunked on, like and get that. I love to see that from Wemby, right? And give it right back to him, get in your face, give him the fire.
Yeah, so I
love to see that.
Yeah,
but there's only 4 or 5 guys that can legitimately defend him
Mhm.
and make him work harder on
Yep.
the defensive end.
Yep.
Like he could average 5 blocks a game. Easy, it looks like just watching.
I also think, and no disrespect to this coach with San Antonio, Wemby needs better coaching. Like when he stepped out on Steph and was trying to guard Steph, bro, you don't need to be out there.
I don't mind this coach because seeing more Spurs games, like I still don't know the man's name, but just seeing his presence on the floor and in the huddle, let him grow.
Who, the coach or Wemby?
The coach and Wemby both let him grow.
Yeah, but
there's something really, really good in this coach, and if you just watch him and listen to talk, like he's not a Ime or a
well, he's pop trained.
huh?
He's pop trained.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's not Ime. He's not like the guy from Boston, right? Like says all types of crazy things, but he's not passive like a Billy Donovan or passive like a what's the Boston GM, right? There's something when I see him that doesn't give me. It don't necessarily give me full-blown leader, but it definitely doesn't give me follower or lackey.
I get you.
Right?
I get that.
That's why I think it was so easy for New Orleans to fire Willie Green. Because Willie Green gives you follower energy.
He does. 100%.
To say that politely as I can.
He does.
He gives you follower energy.
Yes.
Like JB Bickerstaff gives you, I am trying my best to be a leader in energy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And if you just listen to me, it's gonna be old school in it. But we can become better if you buy in.
I agree.
Right?
I just don't want. Hey man, every day I watch Wemby, I just don't want to see this dude get hurt, man. And you asking a 7'4", 7'5" cat to come out and guard up. It just doesn't seem right to me. That's all I'm saying. But I agree with you on what I've noticed in the coach. Pistons win tonight, beat the Hawks.
Mm-hmm. My thing with the defensive philosophy of having Wemby basically be the Dikembe Mutombo, low man, cover up everything, is that these athletes can beat that with just scheming it out and get you in the bad switches when he's trying to be a low man and make him have to move laterally left to right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. And that left to right, that's a hard. I mean, I know he's young and he's gonna give it all. I don't see that dude. One thing about Wemby, I don't see him taking. He's gonna go for it.
Yeah,
not taking time off on that court. So I would hate to see him do himself more harm than good by being out there trying to guard a point guard or a two at the top of the arc. It's just rough.
I mean, the benefit of Wemby is that from the 3-point line to the rim, it's just 2 steps for him.
It is 2 steps.
Even somebody like JaVale McGee, it may be 3 to 4 steps for JaVale McGee. It's literally 2 steps for Wemby. 3-point line, free throw line, in the paint.
Brett says JaVale averaged 21.8 points, 4th in league, 10.4 rebounds, 2nd, 1.8 blocks, 40-minute games over here. I bet you he's enjoying himself and having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And making that. I'm happy for him. Bro has a game, man. In the NBA, you have to conform yourself to who you're around, but he has game.
So what do we think about first 15 games of Golden State?
I just saw somebody on the phone before I got on here. Golden State's not going to do anything when it comes to winning a championship unless they make a blockbuster trade. Other than that, we'll watch Steph, Jimmy, and sometimes Draymond have good nights. and we'll applaud that, and they'll have some key wins, maybe even some big wins. And like tonight, Jimmy had 30 something, Steph had 30 something, but they're not going far unless they revamp this roster. That's what I think. What do you think, Big John?
They can't rely on Curry scoring 40.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. I agree.
That is my only thing. I don't know what package they can put out there to get a superstar.
Whole team.
Huh?
Whole team.
Yeah, but that won't give them what they need.
Whole team. Everybody's got to go.
Jimmy's himself. Only the difference is Jimmy's a little more passing than what you normally have seen from him because he doesn't have to be the man. But he's still himself. He did a better job this season of Curry's out, Curry don't got it. We need a score. We need to get to the line and taking over. One of the first games of the season, I can see that Kerr has faith in Jimmy because he literally came out the thing, came out the timeout, players for Curry, and last thing he said to Curry and Draymond was, "If it's not there, get the ball to Jimmy." So his sole
question is, to me, the question is when I look at Jimmy here, and then I look at Jimmy in Miami, what's the difference? I feel like he had people around him in Miami that when he gave them feedback, they did something with it. I feel like he's playing with Kuminga here and pods. I just don't know that when he's talking to them, what are they doing with that information? Tyler Hero was probably a little bit different. My man Duncan is probably a little bit different than Pods and Kuminga.
My thing was just having the Jimmy of it all is that his whole sole purpose is to get to the free throw line. This is the most free throws I've seen Curry get since playing with Jimmy. Right? Curry's actually getting foul calls when he goes and drives. It's been 15 years of him barely getting thrown around without getting a foul call. So,
true. And all over the league though, fouls are also up compared to just last year.
I think they need to make a move.
Who they bringing in? Let's talk about who they're bringing in, Big John. Who
I
fits?
don't know.
So I ain't like one or two people.
You can't get Giannis.
So who's playing B?
I don't know. I seen somebody, I think DeMarcus Cousins, seeing AD on that. No, I don't think.
You can't bring a guy in that's going to be hurt more time than he plays. That's why I just don't see that. If we're talking about a real AD that's out playing, but we don't see that.
I mean, you already know who I would like them to pick up if they can.
Who is that?
Kobe.
Oh, well.
I mean, I would love to see a lineup of Kobe, Curry, Jimmy, Draymond, and whoever they put at center. I think having somebody.
Does that? I mean, it helps, but does that solve? Like when you play these teams with these bigs, when you play Utah and you play some of these teams, and you play OKC, that it's gonna help. But you also got to have somebody. You can't quit in post. Man, you got to have somebody down in there handling business.
Yeah. But who's the big to go get?
That's what I'm saying. This doesn't. There's only so many people at all that can play in that system. Who's the dominant big in the league today?
Sabonis? Could they get a Sabonis?
Sabonis from the Kings?
Yeah.
No, I mean he would help, but he gets the raw and he gets handled in the playoff.
Yeah, but you still have your playoff lineup, your playoff fourth quarter lineup. Your bigs are going to be Al Horford and Draymond Green. You're gonna outsmart them.
So I personally see Al Horford as being a nice roster spot, something like CP3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Al Horford being around for long. Right now, is he playing every third, fourth game? When is he playing?
Every other game.
Yeah, I've seen games where he's not even on the court. So
yeah, but again, but your playoff fourth quarter lineup is going to consist of Al Horford, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and one else. Whether it's Moody or Peyton, that is going to be your fourth quarter lineup.
You know that's not going to get it.
That's going to be it. That is a hell of a defensive lineup.
It's not going to get it though, man. Who's scoring there?
Curry, Jimmy.
Just like tonight. Everybody else.
But that's why I think like a Kobe White is a much better upgrade than Potts.
I'm not arguing that.
Much better player to start at your point guard.
Yes, I agree.
Because he will give you better scoring and he'll give you as much defensive effort as GP2 gives you.
I'm all in that, sir. I agree totally with you on that.
He's going to give you he came back first game 20-something? 27?
Favors came with Rudy. I can't believe he said. I love it. I love the comments, sir. I appreciate you being in here with us. But Rudy in the Golden State system?
Rudy and Draymond on the same team?
Favors, I love you. But I just don't see Rudy in I don't see Rudy in Minnesota system, but he's there.
Again, I just think unless they want to give up Draymond,
in some of these deals, bro, in some of these deals, they may have to give up Draymond. That gets weird.
They're not going to get significant back.
I agree.
Especially if you're looking for a five, a good five.
I just can't see. I don't know. Maybe people said something about Clay and Steph. I just can't see Steph playing without Draymond. That'd be interesting. I've always wanted Draymond to have a real center.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy don't fit in modern basketball. He can't guard the three and plugs the line. Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see if someone would have said, "Hey, does he play with Anthony Edwards?" I'd be like, "No." Do we want to talk about Anthony Edwards and what we're not seeing? Do we want to talk about that? Because I think people have not been talking about that. What are we not seeing from the Ant-Man?
Not seeing that step up.
I don't see any change in this game. All right, let me play something here, people, because my mind gets to wandering, and I start thinking about stuff, and I remember what people said once upon a time, and just want to make sure we all hear this, what we talked about. We'll make sure we hear this.
Got to win. Yeah, I think all MVPs win at a high level. Average a whole bunch of points. Yeah, I think that's the main recipe. Win and average a whole bunch of points. We got to win.
And there was talking about being an MVP this year. And so I think he was attempting in his head to say what he thought Shea did last year. You got to win a whole bunch of games and you got to score points.
Well, if you score points, you can shoot win a whole bunch of games. But again, when you look at what Shea did, Shea was a year over year improvement. You
Building.
see, every year he improved.
Building.
You're seeing and Edwards, who came in with a high ceiling, right? With a high floor.
Yep.
And it's like he's reached his ceiling.
I believe 2 years ago. Now he came out last year shooting the three, but I believe 2 years ago he bumped his head on where he's going to be at. And that's because his diet is poor and his work ethic is, as my people say, mid.
Mm-hmm.
And those things will hold you back.
We could be looking at the All-Star break and saying that a Cade Cunningham has surpassed Anthony Edwards.
He is right there. And let me just say this. And I've said this, and people say, FD, you're wild for saying that. Cade Cunningham may have surpassed Luka Doncic.
I don't agree with you on that one.
Okay.
You
wait till these playoffs start. Okay. Okay. All right.
I would go to say that Luka has become James Harden-ish. From a career standpoint.
What year, James Harden? What year we talking about? You talking about Houston James Harden?
Houston James Harden.
Oh, you talking about Clippers, hey, James Harden.
Houston James Harden. But I don't think Cade is there yet.
Okay.
Coming.
Because I think their games, I've told you before, we've talked. Their games are very similar. How they approach the basketball and what they're doing as far as movement and where they like to shoot from. Very similar between Cade and Luka. Very similar.
Yeah. But you saw Cade, 46 points on 45 shots. Like, come on now, you got to do better.
I agree. To me, that's a bad game. And you had the green light to even get there. You had the green light from somebody to even get there. So, yeah, Shea got a great squad. The way they're playing defense right now, I don't want to skip over. My boy ND said Aaron Gordon good on any team. I agree with that, especially that motivated Aaron Gordon that's coming forward. Yeah, Aaron Gordon would be a great fit. That would be the excellent fit. Because not only can you shoot the three, you can play D, and you got a post-up game, and you can square up with a mid-range. Aaron Gordon has a whole package. I agree. Luka is hard to watch. I'm telling people, favor, speak on it.
Don't be agreeing with him because he's a host.
Very hard to watch. He's speaking facts. You or she is speaking facts. Luka's very hard to watch. People like to give a blind eye to Luka. And I see this, but I don't want to see none of this.
No blind eye here. I got it all, but I'm just saying there's a lot.
It's gonna be somebody. Let me say this. Let me predict the future, people. It's gonna be somebody new this year that puts Luka out of the playoff.
I mean,
and he's adding people to put him out.
Why does Devin Booker don't get any criticism?
Because he's on the squad that nobody cares about, and nobody cares about what he's doing. And Phoenix is irrelevant, and he chose to stick around. He's the only person from that championship team. Why is he still there? I believe there's KD parts of him. I think he wants to be in a market where there's not a lot of talk about what Devin Booker's on. And he wants to ride around in the 64 Chevy and chill out. The other night, you're trying to get in the face of Isaiah Jackson. What are we doing? What are you doing, man? You're trying to tell Isaiah Jackson that you can't guard me. I wanted to know who was Devin Booker going to be after the Olympics. Like, was that going to change him? He spent time in practice with great players. How is that going to rub off? I don't see anything. Big John, he said, I disagree with FD all the time. but not on that point. I'm telling you. That dude's hard to watch, man. Didn't get to yelling at the refs. If I was a ref, I'd get up in there, man. What you talking about? Shooting from the wings. Find a new spot. Must be legendary, right? You ever seen Kobe shoot from one spot?
Nope.
Mike Jordan? Shea? Oh, hold up. I heard that, though. What's up with that? I disagree with FD all the time. What is this? I heard that. What is that? That's
Hey,
messed
listen,
up.
one of these days we got to go back and just see all the things we were wrong about this year.
Okay, that's fine with me. I'm also gonna make a list about what I was right about.
Oh my God! Yeah, we got a couple people in here though. It is getting the holidays, right? Before we got a couple people here. Hey man, make sure y'all check on y'all people. You know,
Please
it's holiday season. People get emotions. Be there for your circle and hope your circle is there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that time of year.
Very true. Very true.
I mean, we should be there every day, but especially during the holidays,
Mm-hmm.
you get a lot of people, you know, get depressed, don't know how to get out of it, don't have anybody to talk to. So, you know, just keep a lookout. My PSA for the day. You pick up any new cards?
I didn't pick up anything new. You know, I've been holding off on buying. I got a strategy for 2026. Trying to pick up a Curry rookie card. But Favorite says FD said Shea would be better than Kobe. I'm telling you, okay. Just know where you heard it first. Do not go out there and say, because I'm old enough to know when people said Kobe wasn't going to do something. So just package that up, put it under your Christmas tree, and stick it in the attic afterwards. But when you open it up, don't be surprised of what's inside, because it's been told to you. If you look at trajectory, Shea is beyond what Kobe was at this point in his career. And it's going to continue. He scored more points thus far. He has a ring, and we'll see it. And he doesn't, don't forget this, people. He does not have Shaq. He does not have, what's that?
He got Holgram and Jalen Williams.
No. He doesn't have a dominant big. No. When you look back on this thing, you're going to see a guy who came along with a nice small forward. Because right now, Chet is playing a small forward. Mm-hmm. With a nice small forward. Jay Will is out. Jay will be back playing the two small, whatever you want to say. He does not have a dominant big. And we don't know right now with this. We're already on the resume, people. We don't know where this season is going to end up. Let's say if injuries stay low, this team is 70, 71, 72, 73, or 74 wins. Let's say this team gets to 74 wins. Let's say this team gets to 74 wins and wins the chip. Followed by the year that he just had. He has leaps and bounds past where Kobe was.
At this age.
Leaps and bounds. And can I say this again? At that point, there's no comparison. Even if they don't get to 74 wins and they get another chip, people get, I'm telling you. So what we like to do as fans, I've noticed, is that we like to hold on to some idea of something. But like I say again, I'm old enough to know when Kobe Bryant wasn't better than Clyde Drexler. So Believe me, I've seen this. I've seen how people start taking steps and elevating their games, and their consistency creeps in. And then they start winning, and then their first team, and then their first team, then their second team. And then before you know it, they got 5 or 6 all NBAs, and then the resume starts filling out. And then what I said, oh shit, yeah, FD a while ago he was thinking something. Okay. Don't fool yourself. Yeah, they're winning again this year, unless there's a crazy injury. I said to someone earlier today, it has to be like Clay and KD getting hurt in the same finals. There's no way Toronto's winning that if those two players don't get hurt. So it has to be something like that. And I don't wish that on anybody. I don't want anybody going through what those two players went through. But it has to be something bananas for these guys not to do their thing. And now the next question is, we got to see how's Jay Will going to be incorporated back into this. How's that going to happen? Because you can't mess up continuity. Tip your hat to AJ Mitchell, a guy who's second year, who's balling right now, 17 points a game. He's really helping out. He's taking a lot of stress off Shea. And we got to think, people, in a more than a third of their games, Shea hasn't even played the fourth quarter. It's problems for people. And when I say something about Kobe, Shea made a statement at the beginning of the year, and I hope this didn't miss people. He said, when it's all over and said and done, I'm striving right now to be number 2 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Who's number 1, folks?
LeBron.
Dude playing. Look at this.
I just want to see you paying attention.
Wow. So Shea is telling you where he's at. And I love the fact that he put it out there. You're talking about, am I better than Anthony Edwards? Am I better than Luka? He's letting you know, people, that's not even a goal. Goal is bona fide greatness. I think he's gonna get.
Nate, you know I gotta throw him a curveball real quick. We know Jordan the best.
Yeah, Mike Jordan. What do you think about Mike Jordan in these interviews, man? We talked about this. We talked about this last 2 weeks ago.
Listen, talk about cushy jobs, taking candy from a baby.
Are you on that?
I'm gonna be on here, all right. You get one interview. Mm-hmm. Chop it up however you like.
Crazy.
Chop this week, chop it up however you like.
What do you think about him supposedly coming on LeBron's show in December?
I believe it when I see it.
I think it's gonna be like LeBron talking to the principal.
What you think? Did you watch the whole thing with Curry on LeBron?
I haven't watched it yet. I said I was gonna wait on that until after tonight. I haven't sat down and really watched it. I saw Curry talking about the 2028 Olympics with LeBron, but I haven't watched the rest. To me, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but when they're around each other, it's almost like two people talking and don't really know each other. Like, it feels like there's some uneasiness there. Like it's not a fluid conversation. It just seems like I'm waiting on your answer and I'm gonna get my answer.
Well, I think like this, right? With LeBron and Draymond together, Draymond is as LeBron can little brother everybody, right? That's what he tries to do. You little brother everybody, and personalities like with Kyrie doesn't work. But for some reason, it works with Draymond with him. And I think he wants so badly to be Curry's friend.
I agree.
And Curry is trying who he is. That it's just awkward because Curry's not sitting there trying to impress him and be his friend.
So you see something similar to what I see.
Yeah. Well, it's more like LeBron's the one trying to impress somebody. You never see LeBron trying to impress somebody.
I agree.
The fact the way I've never seen LeBron talk so glowingly of an opponent besides Curry.
I agree.
I've seen him say nice things about D Rose. I've
Mhm.
seen him say nice things about Dwayne Wade, but the way he gushes over Curry is insane.
Mhm.
But it's the same way that Draymond gushes over LeBron James.
Yes.
So it's just I think it's different for us as people seeing the dynamics flip flop.
I totally agree. Favors. Favors says, but it's two totally different eras. It's not not fair to compare. The star power is on another level during Curry's run. I'm just telling you, people. I'm old enough to know when Kobe was shooting air balls, was struggling. He really took steps in that Indiana series when Shaq fouled out, and then he started making a run for himself. But they're not at this point in their careers. There is no comparison. Now, how is this going to play out? Because I remember when KD had half of Kareem's points.
Mm-hmm.
That was way before he was on pace to snap Kareem's record, and that was before he blew the Achilles up. So you never know how the back end is going to end up. People could suffer injuries. We saw even Kobe get hurt. So anything could happen. But on the run that this young man is on right now, anything could change. We've seen it with running backs. We've seen it with quarterbacks. There have been people on the front end that's about to blow the world away. And on the back end, they're kind of limping to the finish line. So, yeah, anything could happen. Yeah, he was 18, 19 years old, but he's in the league and he's taking playoff jump shots. So you're held accountable for that. That's part of your resume. We can't have selective memory, people. Kobe Bryant at one point was struggling. At one point, Shaq, people were on Shaq's ass because he hadn't won any meaningful playoff games. And he was in his 8th year.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were talking about this dude was not that dude. Yes. Then Kobe started rising. Yes. We've seen the struggle of athletes, then we've seen them overcome. We've seen some people like a Charles Barkley get there, lose to Jordan, and could never get back to that level.
Let's not forget that Shaq was scared of David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yes.
Petrified.
And then when he started mastering them, Yao Ming popped up.
Yep.
And was destroying Shaq.
But Shaq wasn't scared of Yao Ming.
No, he wasn't. Well, it seemed like he thought every night, I'm going to get him next time.
Mm-hmm.
And that next time never came. Yeah, I mean, he was destroying this dude with the up and unders and the footwork and Shaq's game has always been power.
Mm-hmm.
Big swipes at the ball and trying to back Yao down and Yao standing his ground in the post. Yeah, Shaq at one point, people, but I know people have selective memory. And nobody remembers when Shaq was struggling and getting put out the playoffs and getting swept. Yeah, he had no work ethic. Imagine, I always say two things. If Allen Iverson stayed at the club, went home after games, got a good night rest, worked on his diet, right? And if Shaq stayed in Orlando Magic shape his whole career, or 80% of it, man, the whole league is on notice. I got you, Nick. I know what you mean. Whole league is on notice if that happens. But it doesn't happen. And Shaq saying, hey, I'm out of shape. I'm in the club. I'm with women. I'm eating burgers because I know I got this young lion over here in Kobe Bryant that's going to come with it and get me through the first 60 games so I can get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love, to me, Shaq
so,
and
are you pre-ordering?
What's up?
Are you pre-ordering you some Top Chrome NBA tomorrow?
Oh, no, sir. No. I don't get into that new product when it comes out. Mm-mm. If you remember, FT, the time Kobe played, the West Conference was the best it's ever been. Favors. It was good. Portland was very good. Yeah, that was a good time. But again, he was running with Shaq. Shea doesn't have that. Shea is not teamed up. It'd be like if Shea teamed up with the Joker. That's a different kind of winning when you don't have that big. Probably what every 30 years or so has that.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. I'll never forget the Shaq chase as a collector in the 90s, busting packs of Flair Ultra. I remember that too. And not knowing that we're opening up mass-produced product.
I've opened up about $100 worth of regular tops retail, and just the lack of color is what gets me.
The lack of color. What do you mean?
There's just no color in the retail boxes. Everything's just paper. There's nothing numbered, nothing, no greens, no blues, no reds, no color. For a product with as many parallels to open up mega boxes and open up glasses and not get any color is crazy.
Oh, LeBron doing his chalk toss.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Bronny and Connect over there looking at him like Santa Claus came down. I will say this: LeBron knows how to captivate people, man. With the shenanigans, he knows how to. He looks different though. Looks a little leaner to me. Looks different.
Allegedly.
Well, you don't know Wheaties breakfast, man. Eat nothing but protein.
What happened to Wheaties, man? There's no good campaigns anymore. There's no got milks. Eat your Wheaties.
Well, no, there's no allegedly and respectfully. There's not. That's what I think.
Oh, you killing me tonight.
That's what I lean on. Allegedly and respectfully, man. Yeah. LeBron James, baby. That dude is wild, man. Cracks me up. But it's all good. I would have never thought when he was young, that this dude would still be playing ball. Because I can remember when Bronny was 5 years old. What do you think of the Joker, man? You think he's going to be MVP this year?
Nope.
Neither do I. But what the same? Oh, neither do I, man.
OKC wins there for 65 games. The MVP shades.
I would think so. But even if it's not, if he's finals MVP, it's all good. To be 14-1 right now is crazy. I would have never thought that. And if you look at their schedule, bro, the other night I looked at their schedule. Unless they're losing some games or there's an injury, I don't see them losing anytime soon.
They're not playing. They're not playing down.
No, they're coming out defending, D'ing people up, stripping balls, passing the ball. You see this ball distribution going there?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Shea is got an easy floater in the lane and kick it out to a dude. There's bottoms on it. Where's Jalen Brunson at right now? Still hurt?
Well, I didn't even know he was hurt.
You sprained that ankle?
Last game I watched, he played.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Maybe he's back.
There's something. Even when the Knicks win, like the Knicks are number 1 point scoring team.
Mm-hmm.
There's something even about when they win that does not look right.
It's hard for me to watch them. I'm just going. I don't know how everybody else in the chat feels. Chat, holla at me. It's hard for me to watch them.
The Knicks are older OKC.
You said the Knicks are what?
than older OKC. They have the same player types.
I can see that.
That's
Bunch
older.
of Villanova and some other people.
Yeah, but you look at Cat, Shea, Cat, and Chet,
I
right?
agree.
You look at Bronson, Shea, the Josh Hart, Alex Caruso. You got J Dub, Mikal Bridges. They all similar style of games. Obviously, Shea is a step above what Bronson is.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Yes, I agree.
So it doesn't. I mean, if you question Define or Tibbs and you see how much they're scoring, you like it was worth it.
You also see how much bench scoring is up since Tibbs been gone.
Yeah. But is that going to bring a championship?
No.
Because do they play enough defense to win a championship?
I don't even think they're in the finals.
What?
And what's the guard from Cleveland with the toe injury?
Garland.
That's going to linger on him, man. I hate to say that. It's going to linger
that's why they went and got Lonzo.
Yeah. It's going to linger on
him. And again, Golden State probably should have won it. Probably should have went and grabbed Lonzo.
Oh, that would have helped. That would have helped. But that's the same answer to the question like Kobe White coming over. That helps. But when that playoff time comes, if you are able to get out of the play-in, because this is still a play-in team.
They need to be fifth. They need to be 4-5. I think if they're 4-5, they can get to the Western Conference Finals.
Do they win 2 games against OKC?
Yeah.
Big John, I don't know, bro.
I'm giving Curry 2 games. I'm giving Steph Curry 2 games in every series.
I don't know, bro. I
hope. I'm giving a 4-time champion, unanimous MVP, 2 games in every series.
I get it. I can't disrespect when it comes to you say Steph Curry. I can't. I'm not going to be sitting here denying greatness. So
I'm not denying greatness.
I know. No, you actually.
I'm actually acknowledging greatness.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and deny what his abilities are and what he can will because we've seen him will. So
I don't think LeBron can will 2 games every series.
No.
Anymore. There was a point in time you knew you weren't sweeping LeBron. You knew you were going to at least 6.
I agree.
Now you can get LeBron out in 5.
Yes. With no problem.
Mm-hmm. With no problem.
Luke is over here.
You can sweep LeBron with no problem. I don't know. To understand who Golden State can get, you got to understand who's going to be the sellers.
That's true. So, I mean, let's just say this now. We know that Giannis ain't going to be in Milwaukee forever. Where is he going?
Don't know. It won't be Golden State via trade, though.
I hope Mike Brown just doesn't get fired in New York. It's something about Mike.
He will in 2 years.
It's just something about him that's not. I don't see him being a head coach of a
follower energy.
Yeah, I don't.
Follower energy.
Well, the word out on him is that he wants everybody to really like him. He comes across as a hard ass.
Yeah.
He really wants everybody to like him.
Follower energy.
I agree.
Once you get over the fact, once that first year, and you know who he is, you can now do what you want. Yeah, he has follower energy.
So Zerny comes in here and says, "Stop talking about the king." Come on, Zerny.
Who, King Tut?
Yeah, what's up? Come on, Zerny, please. It's almost like we're on Friday the 13th, part 13 right now. Like, this dude's become Jason Voorhees.
What are these cats doing?
Big John, I didn't know you had cats, man.
No, I don't have cats. I'm watching my niece's cats because she's on a cruise for the week.
Oh, okay.
And all I hear is bumping and stumbling and jumping going down in my face in my living room right now.
Yeah, Paz is a weak link. Mike Brown is living off days with Spurs. He is.
My thing about Mike Brown and Tibbs, and the old coach for Memphis, they're great assistants to have in your staff. And I think some people wanted the spotlight, definitely wanted the money of being the head coach. But Tex Winters was paid handsomely to run the triangle for Phil Jackson, and Phil Jackson to be the figurehead and star. He was paid handsomely for that.
Yes.
Same, Doc Rivers, same thing. Follower energy.
Do you see Curry show up at the Reeboks on tonight?
Nice.
I think he wore Shaq's walking in. He wore pennies and warm up.
Listen, he's auditioning.
I think he knows where he's going. I don't blame him though. Have fun with it.
I don't think he goes back to Nike. I think that's got to be a big.
What if he does?
That's got to be I think there has to be a really big check to overcome that disrespect from 13 years ago.
Hey, it might be totally different faces in the house right now.
It could be.
Yeah, Kobe's also. Yeah, he had Kobe's versus San Antonio. Yes.
But you ever had bad food from a restaurant and never went back even when they were under new management?
Oh, I'm built like that. I'm out and I'm never coming back.
I'm saying even under new management?
Nope, never coming back.
My point exactly. It's gonna have to be a really big check.
I mean, we were in this Italian restaurant. We were in this Italian restaurant as a kid. And we're sitting there eating the first time there. My father wanted to try this place for a while. We walk in and do that. We sit down and there's a roach crawling up the wall.
You gotta go.
And we were out. Never went back.
My thing is, what I do like, because I heard this today, in his contract for his Curry brand athletes, so like Ozzie Fudd, they're not tied to Under Armour either. They're tied to just him. So wherever he goes, they go.
Hold up. What you talking about? His team?
His Curry brand team, yeah.
Yes, they're out. And he has the rights to the brand. So he's taking the brand with him too.
So wherever he goes, they go. They're not tied to who he was tied to.
Yes.
So
that's why I see Steph Curry has been very loyal in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
You see Curry going to Adidas? Who's with Adidas?
Big baller brand, baby.
Hold up. The ball boys are not with Adidas, are
they? No. And Anthony Edwards.
Oh, you talking about him going to Big Baller?
Go to Big Baller brand.
That would be hilarious. So Anthony Edwards is with Adidas. That
would be the funniest thing if he came into the arena and Big Baller brands.
Adidas has fallen off. That's what I'm getting at. Yes, Adidas has fallen way off. Off. So Anthony Edwards is with Adidas?
Yep.
James Harden. Who's Shea with?
Converse.
Curry's going to Nike, man. I just don't. Who else? Who is he going, Big John?
He's probably going back to Nike. I just think the check's got to be big enough. I think the check has to be big enough to understand his vision. And because his vision for his brand is helping communities and helping people.
Yes.
It's not about him pocketing money.
I agree. Yes.
What's the guy from Baltimore that does the skits? Who the kid? You know what I'm talking about? That does the LeBron skits and stuff.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
right? He was like, he hurt that he left because Curry brand came to Baltimore and did a lot of things in the community,
He'll be back.
or in the cities.
He's done big work in Oakland. He'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this dude should have apparel, socks. I mean, everything. Hats, bags, anything and everything you could think of that a baller would have. He should have a basketball holder. I mean, there's a bunch of products you can just name that my man should have. Website should be off the chain. Doing, like you said, doing events in the community, passing out free gifts, have some teams in his brand. That should be NCAA basketball teams in Curry brand. Just like we got Jordan brand. Like, have a vision, people. We talking about the greatest point guard of all time? Greatest shooter of all time? Hey, what you think about Kate Cunningham getting the signature shoe?
Good for him.
I'm almost like Oprah, though. You know, you get a signature shoe. You get it. Everybody's got a signature shoe. I'm kind of happy for Kate, though. I'm happy for anyone that go through 20-something straight losses. See the other side. He will have golf shoes. Should have all that. Yes, sir. Golf apparel. We should be hitting with everything under the sun. Should be coming with it. I wore my hat proudly today. Should be coming with it. He won't the same he got with Under Armour. It's coming, people. You gotta get ready. Just, get ready to buy it because it's coming. Whoever he goes with, there will be a clear plan and direction of what's coming up. I can't wait. I'm excited. Curry brand, people.
I'm excited for this weekend. I'm going to a show. So,
what you looking for?
Inventory.
There you go.
Dollar Bins for my February show. Trying to get that stuff refreshed, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I'll find some gems. So we'll see what my I can see what I can do with the small budget I have for it. So,
okay. I can't wait to hear about it. What do you think about Draymond Green being called Angel Reese?
I mean, for the first time, cool. Doing it the whole game, all right, buddy. You.
So supposedly
we wasn't calling Cade Cunningham Angel Reese when he missed 3 layups back to back, right?
Let's put some video of this, people. Because Draymond supposedly has some choice words.
Well, why you do that? Luke Williams said that Philadelphia is Tyrese Maxey's team, and that takes Paul George off the hot seat. And because of that, I think you'll see some of his best basketball.
You see some of whose best basketball?
Paul George, because he's not the man on the team.
Paul George has Lou Williams is being nice because Lou Will's built like that.
Mm-hmm.
Lou Will's very respectful, and he's
and that's his friend.
That's right. Paul George Lou Will was plugged in with everybody in the league, people.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're not going to see him trashing folks.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul, and I'm not going to trash. I'm just going to put it like it is. Paul George doesn't have that game anymore. So, I was watching the other night. I know it was his first game back. He looked very rusty. So we'll see what he gets into. He still has some good basketball in him, but I don't see that being consistent every night that he comes out. You'll see flashes and stuff, but he's on that decline. But I think it is Maxey's team. Which leads me to VJ Edgecombe. going through something similar as Cooper Flag right now. And I think Paul George coming back, pushes VJ more into that. He's a jump shooter now. You'll see him drive sometimes. What did he do last night? They came back and beat the Clippers. VJ had 14, 6 of 13. He had a better night shooting. 2 of 6 from the three. He's not a big three-point shooter. Probably can get better at that. But you're going to see him shooting more jump shots with these players coming back. So I agree with him. I believe it is Tyrese Maxey's thing. Hopefully Tyrese Maxey can put that weight on his shoulders. Yeah, we will see. You guys watch Frankenstein? No, I heard about this movie the other day. I want to see it. May see it this weekend. I heard it was pretty good. I'm excited about that. I love the director. I'm excited about this.
We're going to the movies on Thanksgiving because we're going to go see Zootopia 2, and we are excited about that.
I think that's going to be good too.
Yeah. My daughter's giddy about that. So before we get off, we want to talk about last week and the Shilling scandal.
Oh, with P. Ryan?
Huh?
With P. Ryan?
With P. Ryan?
There's so much about that to me that. So this is why I'm at, people. Does everybody know about this? There was a gentleman named P. Ryan. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's doing I think a live stream or something. He's doing some kind of content, and it shows on his screen that he has bid against himself in a auction, which is controversial because now you're shill bid. You're bidding something up. This thing called Wildfire, people are talking about it. And then several content creators make something about it. And then he started going after some of those content creators with a cease and desist, asking them to stop talking about this and take their content down. Some did, some did not. Then he starts accusing other people of shill bidding. Well, they did it. It was almost like Kobe and Shaq. Like, he's doing that.
Don't forget the Dr. Beckett interview.
Yes. Dr. Beckett also came out and said that he had someone that he knew years ago. He was in this guy's wedding. The guy asked him they were friends. The guy asked him to sell some cards. So he went to Protein to sell the cards. And then he asked Protein, hey, can I bid these cards up to a reserve level? In an auction, you pay to have. So if Big John or I were putting cards in an auction, we would pay to have it up to a reserve level. So let's say we wanted it to be no less than $500 to $1,000. That's what the auction would start. Dr. Beckett said, well, I don't want to do that. I just want to get in and bid it up myself and then step back. So both of those statements are made. And then P. Ryan, again, accuses other people of shill bidding. And then he releases a statement apologizing for accusing them. Those people were Teapot and Jeff Wilson. And that's kind of what the story is. But then my questions were, if anybody, now, people have come out and said P. Ryan is a pillar of the community and he does a lot in the hobby and we need to give him some grace. I want that same energy for anybody in the hobby that does something similar or does something that you don't agree with as a person. Anybody doesn't agree with that, you should be giving them that same grace. I don't understand when we pick and choose what grace we're giving people when it comes down to something that is unethical. I consider that unethical. I think a lot of people out there consider that unethical. Well, if I put a card up and I start bidding against myself and then I just vanish and let the auction take care of itself. Big John.
I don't care how much money you donate to charity, how much money you have, how much people think you're a pillar and this and that. when you do something unethical and then double down on it and don't be humble or apologetic about it, I'm allowed to have my opinion. It's except you did something I think is wrong, and you double down on it not being wrong. Right? I don't defensive shit. Like if you are bidding on something and your 100% intent is not to buy it, you're wrong. Now that's the difference between, hey, I think this card is worth $20. I'm not willing to pay more than $20 for it because I know I can go get another copy for $20. Right? That's different. You're not. That's not shield bidding. It's one thing to have a budget or a limit to what you bid on a card based on how the card sells, where the comps are, and the availability of others.
Mhm.
We're talking about high-end cards where there are not a lot of copies and not a lot of copies that come available.
Yes.
Right? We're not talking about just regular 1-on-1. We're talking about Jordans that are rarely seen, LeBrons that are rarely seen. You know, just like somebody selling a 52 mantle and getting mad and it only goes to 10 million when it's supposed to go for 30 million. And so they want to bid it up. Right? I know people who are like, yeah, if I'm at a show and I might buy a couple of the same cards because one vendor may have a couple dollars cheap, the dollar cost average. That's fine. That's fine. Right? But if you're trying to, your sole intent is to protect the value of the card because you think it should be higher on an open auction without intent to pay for it, get out of here. Like, don't try to talk circles around what you did.
You would think this goes without, like, this goes without even saying, like, this is not, what are we talking about? But again, there are several people I could name, and the chat knows if any of those individuals are involved. If Big John and I are involved, it's cancel culture going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one saying, well, man, FD, he's done a lot for the hobby. He does a lot for the community. Let's give him some grace. And to me, he tried to go after two people that he thought he was about to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
And we know we all big, we grown. Everybody here grown. Cease and desist is to mess with you. Is to have you spending your money and legal fees to waste your time. This guy's not at a level, Big John.
Mm-hmm.
We all grown here, right? This dude's not at a level to be talking about defamation. When you said it yourself,
you said it yourself.
Yeah, we're not at that level, people. We like to bump around and play like we're at that level. We're not at that level. You said something, other people repeated it. You showed something, other people repeated it. That's what this is. No one made this up.
I don't know how you go on a podcast and know the podcast is not recorded.
Oh, so I have ideas on that. I think that these are conversations that are had. This conversation just happen to be had in public. Conversations are had.
This is why I'm glad. I think I told you this. I'm glad I'm not buying $1,000, $15,000, $5,000 cars. I'm happy we be playing in the shallow end. Right? There are times where we enjoy, like, am I getting bid up for this? Because this car shouldn't go for that much. There's also times when I'm on Fanatics and I'm like, oh, this WWE, I got a couple copies of these cars are still low. Let me grab a couple. Let me go bid on a couple of them and see if I can grab them while they're still low. Well, my intent is to buy at a certain price, not to bid the card up, because if it goes over what my funds are to spend on it, I'm not going to try to continue back. I can't pay for it.
Yep.
Like when I'm on Fanatics, I bid on 2 cards at a time. I don't have bids on active bids on more than 2 cards. I need to see what ends so I can make sure I can pay for it at the end of the night.
For me, I focus on what am I interested in buying, and I'm only focused on that. And I know what I want to spend, and I bid what's in my range.
Yeah.
And then like Big John asked me earlier tonight if you bought anything. Like I know there are times that I'm not buying. So if I'm not buying, I'm not on eBay. I have eBay up right in front of me right now. Looking at a particular player. I'm not bidding on cards tonight because I know, but I'm checking asking prices, and then I'll move on and check comps to see what some stuff is sold for recently. But I'm not trying to mess up somebody else's flow. Some guy or girl is in Baltimore looking at something, and I'm gonna jump in that and just start bidding it up. These are very clear. This is not. There's no ambiguity. This is very clear stuff.
For me, what makes it worse is when you go down the rabbit hole of the company he used and the accusations that person had with PWCC and shield bidding and other companies. That's what makes it worse if you just have to go down that rabbit hole. Because then
I really don't like that it's preferential treatment once we find out what is going on.
Yeah.
I don't care for that. This is same thing. Bring that same energy on anybody that you find out is doing this. There's no, I don't know about this person because they're a pillar of the community. But we'll see. We'll see what the next scenario, the next chapter of scandal.
No, I can tell you. I can tell you what the next one is because we ain't had it in a while. It's gonna be something with trimming. That's the next cycle. We've had shield bidding. We've had companies going down. We've got that cards being misprinted. Shadur and his jersey being wrong. The next thing is tried and true. It's going to go back to trimming.
Okay, hold on. Let's pull that card up. What card was that?
Green Kaboom.
So we talk about jersey number being wrong.
Either that or duplicate cards in some product. So that's the next couple of things. That's how the cycle goes. You got, not Leaf, but a company suing Panini. So I mean, just today, Neo did a video that basically saying, so somebody said that ComC it might be out of business by Q2 next year. So it's regular hobby news cycle.
No surprise. We got to play this Draymond scenario.
Into the chest of Herb. Now Herb on the run, all the way to the hole. And he's going to the free throw line. They're attacking now. Jeremiah been that kind of catalyst.
And they're trying to put Steph Curry in
the pigeon.
They're trying to use, but right here, he's actually the guy on the ball.
Draymond said, "Watch your mouth."
You don't want to see this. Yeah.
And before that, Draymond told him, if you say it again.
No, I would love to sit here and say I agree with you, Joe, but sometimes there has to be a line that can't be crossed either.
No,
you don't want to respond, but sometimes there's certain.
So today, the NBA issued Draymond a warning, no fine.
Mm-hmm. He didn't do it. He didn't do anything but stand up for himself. He was in the guy's face, but hands on the hips, so not in a threatening manner.
Draymond knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Like Kenyon Martin said, Draymond knows who he can push around.
Hey, let me tell you this. He could have pushed around Kenyon Martin.
You think so?
Yeah, Kenyon
Oh,
Martin
yeah.
acts like, yeah, there were people punking Kenyon Martin back in the day.
I don't remember that, but I don't think you're wrong.
He's acting like he's the dude was not an enforcer.
No,
can't
I
get
wouldn't say he's
I
an
can go
enforcer.
Kenyon Martin. What's that?
I wouldn't say he was an enforcer, but again, I would say he had the same mentality of Draymond. You just ain't going to be blatantly disrespectful. I ain't gonna say
I agree with that. I agree with that. But Kenyon Martin likes to talk like he was next level.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah, okay. Charles Oakley was an enforcer.
That's what I'm saying. Charles Oakley, Xavier McDaniel.
Udonis Haslam.
That's right. Udonis Haslam. I would agree with that. Not, bro. I hear that dude talking on Gil's Arena. I'm just like, come on, man. You know, he actually thought when he went to the finals, he was going to shut Shaq down. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask Draymond, could you shut Shaq down? Draymond was the same thing. I think he was just a more offensively gifted Draymond.
I think
they have the same attitude.
I don't think much of it.
I think they have the same attitude and the same chip on their shoulders.
There are a few people. Kenyon Martin, Isaiah Thomas. I have no words. I can't do anything with them. A lot of ha-ha, nah. But I see what you're saying.
Ben Wallace wasn't an enforcer. Ben Wallace was a defender. Ron Artest was not an enforcer. Ron Artest was chaos.
Well, Jon Artest would shut your shit down.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, I'm going.
He was chaos. The same way Dennis Rodman was chaos.
I wish Dennis Rodman and Artest could have really played against each other.
Oh, that's a fight.
I would love to have seen
that might have been a fight, a hug, and making out afterwards.
I used to love like Ron Artest used to try to get at Kobe.
Yeah.
Get him out of his game. It never really worked. Never worked. Now, Favors, that's a Kobe compliment now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Kobe compliment. Ben Wallace, though, also called Shaq problems.
Yeah.
Big time.
Ben Wallace was a defender.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Well, what did he win? 3 or 4 defensive players a year?
Yeah. He was at his height, he was athletically what you wish Dikembe Mutombo could be.
Yes, with a super reach.
Mm-hmm.
So you thought you were clear on him? He's still swatting your ball. Undrafted people.
He got to the same balls to block as Wemby does now, flat-footed. But Ben Wallace just had to jump.
I hope Wemby works out, man. I hope that young man can stay that stick-to-itiveness. Never seen no one punk Ben. Nope, never did. They had a squad, though. You got Rasheed, you got Ben. You got my boy Chauncey, that original Chauncey, not that 2.0 Chauncey.
Tomorrow, just everybody, just watch tomorrow. How much content you get about how fast Top Scoring Basketball sells out the pre-order. And that's going to be all your content for the next 3 days. I got some. I didn't get some. It's sold out. This is what we should do differently so everybody was able to get some. I guarantee you.
Are you buying some?
When I see some in stores, I'll buy some, yeah. I am buying a little bit of retail every chance I get to have stuff for the February show, to have new inventory for the February show, to have new dollar boxes. So unless I can get a decent bulk lot and get a decent, value on a bulk lot from somebody, I'm gonna have. When I went through all what I have, it's a bunch of 2004 to 2002 rookies. So I need to upgrade. They do look good.
They do. I think they look good. I think they look good. It'd be interesting to see when you get to the details, qualities of the paper, what are the edges looking like, be cool to, what's the centering looking like. But the product looked good from what I saw. So is everybody done talking about the flagship paper product?
No, because this the pre-order comes out. You still got a couple weeks before it comes to be actually open. I need some motivation to really get in this card room and pick some things up and get some organized. Which that's what it looked like right there.
I think it's a nice looking product. I'm glad that they came with new stuff. They're not just copying what was in the past.
Oh my gosh. I got one nice Cooper flag insert that I'm gonna try to trade. Got some WNBA I'm gonna bring with me this week. Try to trade. You see my girl for Wiley showing out in LSU?
Yeah. I saw it behind the back pass.
But again, all that flash, we'll see what it is when they start playing ranked teams.
Yeah, I mean,
it's still there.
I think she wants to play playground ball, and that wasn't going to work with a former coach. I don't know if it works with her current coach. Because you remember her current coach, Ked, after the first game or so, we all as a team have to help her become better. What was that statement?
She's got to grow.
Yeah.
But you have
the female Jonathan Kuminga? Like she just want to get on the court and do her thing? Because Kuminga, when he puts that head down and gets, bruh, he'll run straight to the baseline. I don't even know where he gets that mindset from. Some of these younger players, like, what do you think? You're on the court with a top 5, I say top 3 player of all time. And you're acting like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Lakers are losing to the Jazz. Lauri Markkanen has 24 and 22 minutes. LeBron has 9 points.
Well, once he gets 10, he'll sit out. He'll sit out the rest of the game.
Yeah, he wants to keep that straight. Got to keep that straight, baby. Keep that straight. I went in the post game and they're going to ask so many questions about phones being handed over. Would you raise your hand? Hey, FD, WFD News. LeBron, there was a story coming out that FBI is asking for phones to be handed over. And some of your close colleagues are involved, and they're saying they're going to hand over. You have any thoughts on that, LeBron? That's when somebody probably tap me on the shoulder.
Nobody's gonna say that.
Escort me out the room.
Yeah.
You think LeBron's involved in that?
Hard to say. I don't think he's directly involved in it.
Like I said, I want people to bring that same energy. Bring it on the tiny folks.
Too calculated to be directly involved is what my initial.
We'll see. I got some thoughts, Big John.
I know, but that's what my initial thoughts would be, that he's too calculated in what he does to be involved.
Is Juju back? Favorites. Juju's out for the whole year.
She's out for the whole year.
Hold up. Interview is over. What's the interview? Lerny, what's the interview? We miss some? Sorry, you gotta break that down. What's the interview?
Oh, something about the phones to LeBron. Yeah, interview's over.
Yeah, interview's over. Yep. I got some thoughts, people. I may share them next week. Got some thoughts.
I thought we were off next week.
What's next week? Well, we off next week?
I thought we were off next week for the holiday.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Man, I'm down. It don't make me no difference.
You want to go on Tuesday? Tuesday
We can.
before, right? Oh, that looks nice. What'd you pull? Did you get that from Fanatics? Where'd you get that from?
Dick's Sporting Good pulled it.
Oh, that's a nice card, man.
It was 60 at release, but now it's down to like 25. Between 25 and 40.
Okay.
So,
what are you planning on doing? You gonna grade it? You gonna try to move it at your show?
I'm trying to take the trade night.
Okay.
See what I can trade it for.
I don't think you'll come back with it.
No. I might take it to the actual show because I'm going to the show, and I'm going to the show until 12. Come back home and go back out to the trade night because Carlisle is going to be at the trade night. So.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the show Carlisle is coming to. Tell Chris and myself what's up, man.
I will.
Enjoy yourself, bro.
You know, breaking out something special on Saturday.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Got that gear.
Yeah.
Got that gear. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Take some pictures, man. Good stuff.
You know what? You want me to go get it? Should I go get it?
Yeah, go get it, man. Premiere to the peoples, man. Let the peoples know the deal. This kind of stuff gets me hyped.
I'll have to show you what my wife did a thing.
Yeah, baby. Good stuff. Good stuff. Heck Tech said we'll be tempted to buy a top scroll BK. Jumbo box. That hoodie is nice. Look at that thing. People, hold on. Look at that thing.
Well,
that's good stuff.
You got definitely back. My wife did a good job. So
yes, she did. But thank her. Thank her, please.
We are going to be out in the wild with these. Catch me at the shows. Looking nice.
There we go. Okay, I see you, Big John. Favors, let me know what part of the country are you in? You can name the state. I don't need to know the city. I want to cool hoodie. I don't want to narrow you down, but where you at in the country?
Appreciate that.
Meet up with Heck Tech one day. We got to meet up at a show.
Well,
that's playing now. You know the West Coast show is coming in February. Let's go ahead and play it now, Heck Tech. Meet up. I'm getting in better shape as we speak. Feeling better. Be more mobile. Louisiana, Texas. Very cool. Very cool. It's a pleasure. Pleasure to have you. Very cool.
So you the one down there feeding the Zion. Okay.
Yeah. And get the etouffee popping, huh? When is Zion coming back? This bro, whenever this bro goes out, there's no prognosis on when he's coming back. And now they got LaMelo is not on back-to-backs. Man, this thing is wild out here, people. Everybody's hurt. Golden State's losing to Orlando. Okay, so he's running everybody off the court. He said never.
Yeah, that's a game they can't lose.
Nah, man, you can't lose to Orlando, especially without Paulo. You know, Paulo pulled his groin, tweaked his groin.
I mean, Bulls beat the Nuggets today, so.
Hold up, they beat the Nuggets today?
Yeah. Oh, yesterday, 130-27. The bench outscored the Nuggets bench 66-99.
So is yeah, Joker had 36 points. Wow. Kobe White didn't play tonight.
He didn't play that. It was a back-to-back. He didn't play.
Yeah, they probably starting him out right.
But still, another young talent, Ayo Dosunmu, 21 points, 8 for 9 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, and 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Like, that's another young player people are not paying attention to.
Yes. And Giddey's playing well.
Everybody's talking about Buzelis, but Dosunmu he's been growing year 3, improving.
Giddey is playing nice over there. 21 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. 8 of 12
8 for 12 shooting. I'll give him that. He's good.
I used to say it was fire trash. Heck, I actually believe Joker is underrated and underappreciated. I can't disagree with that, sir. He's doing stuff that you just don't see, and he seems to turn his game up every year. Even though I don't think he's winning another ring, but that's just me. He's balling. Second round pick, man. You just never know.
So I heard the last Dallas car show was good. I reached out to a couple people.
I heard the same thing.
Because I didn't see a lot of it on social media, but I tried to reach out. Like, how was Dallas?
I didn't see a lot on social media at all. I don't even remember seeing a lot of content from it. I don't even know if there's a lot of people making content anymore.
No, it's hard. The one thing I do, like when I go to these shows here, I rarely see people with their phones out, they trying to make content. I rarely see people coming in with cameras and stuff trying to make content. Not a lot.
I think there's only certain parts of the country that are doing that. If you watch these content creators, they're hitting the shows they're at, but I don't think that's at every show. And I don't know if anyone really making content in Chicago.
You know, for me, when I'll go live when I'm in there, but it's hard to be in it, especially when you filming yourself. It's hard to be actually.
Oh, right. Julia and I was just talking about this the other day. We were talking about going to a show, and he was like, he wants to create some content. So he was like, I can film myself. And I was like, Julia, it doesn't. Once you get in a show, I've tried it. I've done let's say G had to go do something, and I'm at a table. I've tried that. It's worked, but I couldn't do that for a whole show. It'd be very difficult, let me say. I guess I could if I willed it to happen. It would be difficult, though.
I get in, I go live, walk to my friends. I'm like, hey, I'm live. Do you let you know I'm live? and they'll let me know if they want to be on there or not. Well, and I'll circle back and I'll circle back in a moment.
Mhm.
I go live for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I've seen your stuff. I like it.
But the rest of the couple hours I'm there, I'm not on my phone for content. I'm making the deals, looking at cars, talking to people.
Yeah, that's the best. It's much different when you got somebody with you than. Hectech says, I don't see so many flippers influencers anymore. I'm sitting there watching content and I don't see them. So
it's hard. The hardest thing is to flip low value cards, $5 and under, because that has to be something on that value. I tell you right now, I have less incentive to post dollar cards and stuff on eBay than just put them in the box and wait for the next show I do.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's just Luca flopping again. It's less. It's still a hobby for me. It's not a job. It's not a job. This is not second income. It's a hobby. And sometimes trying to put things on eBay daily and stuff makes it a job.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And same thing with making daily content. Some of that makes it a job.
Oh, it is. You know the background we've had, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not as simple as people think on the outside. Just thinking, hey, I just make a video, and we had high production value. So like, G's chopping. There was not just walk around with a camcorder or walk around with a phone. So that's why you see some content. Some even after doing it for a while, you can look at some content and realize they're just posting this. I'm not blaming them. There's a lot of work involved.
Just a lot of work involved.
But it's nothing to me. It was like, even now there are probably some shows we'll make in the future. That's one we have right now in the hopper that we might make over the holiday. I don't know, but Big John, we got a car grader, got a Shea car grader. You remember?
Yeah.
So we recorded the drop off. Yeah, it came back in PSA 9.
Okay.
We recorded the drop off, and we'll record. Julian and I created a videotaped an unboxing. So
my October 3rd GameStop drop off just got into PSA grading this week.
Wow. So it has all down. Remember you were talking about that. It has. So when I had sent that stuff in, I got it back in 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
PSA received it October 10th. So that's just tell you. But again, I am waiting. I got 10 cards ready to go. I'm just waiting for the time to get a chance to run and drop them off. But because I know I'm not going to have them back by the time I want them, I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
I won't have them back by February 1st. So there's no point in me rushing to get that to them.
Hey, say I can see this theory. My theory is that the repack buyers ruined flipping for many. I can see that.
That's ruined it. PSA buying stuff back at 90-95% is ruining it for some people. But again, that's arbitrage and everything. You got to be able to adjust with the times to keep going. I'm really thinking about doing a Whatnot show.
Oh, okay. You should do one, Big John.
Yeah. I'm not there yet, but I'm really thinking about it. Again, if it's going to feel like work, I don't. I work enough as it is.
So what's up with Jazzy Davidson from USC?
What's up? Who's that?
Female basketball player. She's balling.
Well,
she's a freshman, top player from high school.
Yeah. I got a bunch of Bowman autos in from Jordan. Where is Jordan tonight? He wasn't playing basketball tonight.
I haven't. I guess I received some replies from him, but I feel like I haven't jumped into my Norma Jordan conversation. Are you nervous that Shea will end up like Tim Duncan as far as his style not being flashy and will not be valued by the no favors? Not at all. Nope. I think he's actually going to be booming soon. Not at all. I mean, favorites. We know when he not in theory, but in reality passes Kobe. Is Kobe booming right now? Is Kobe like him? Because there was a lot of people that didn't care for Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Even here in LA, didn't care for that dude. I ebbed and flowed when he was playing. There were times I thought, oh man, yeah, Kobe. Then he would say something or there'd be an interview. I'm like, man, this dude is. And people walk around now thinking Kobe didn't shoot air balls. No, I think he's good to go. You get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah, I get.
Say all day, man.
I think in the hobby there's two things, right?
Yeah.
You have the hype train and then greatness.
Yes.
That's why you see it. That's why you see Otani selling. You see Kobe. You see Jordan.
Now, nobody ever says, I agree with you now. Nobody ever says, man, is Otani like gonna be like Tim?
Mm-hmm.
No, because that's greatness. Could be
great, but people don't. Shaq was great. People don't collect big man like that.
Nope.
I would fear Wemby cards being more like Tim Duncan than anybody else.
Yes,
man historically has not sold.
And he's got cars up there. Cars everywhere. So I agree with Big John.
Drake May is going up.
He should.
Drake May. I've started looking at values and stuff that I want to buy, and like I was looking at some pinks, and I'm like, pinks they're like $20, which is not a bad buy. But I really want to go out all this number stuff, $250 or better for the most part from the Prism standpoint. Again, a lot of people don't.
Drake May is handling business, man. People want to talk about JJ McCarthy, talk about people. Drake May is.
You know what? Drake May passed the eye test. Bo Nix still hasn't passed the eye test for me.
I think Bo Nix is kind of a risk taker, and he can swing the ball.
He's got moxie, but that's some plays he makes that I just wonder why.
He's a risk taker to me. He's got a little Brett Favre in him. Mm-hmm. We'll see how that plays out long term. It's just hard to buy quarterbacks, Big John.
Mm-hmm.
You spend money on a quarterback, man.
And that's just because you're usually spending big money.
Yes. This person get their whole leg ripped off. And then what? Like Baby says, and then what? I'm looking at some of these Panini Prism goals.
For who?
Drake May. This shit's $15,000. Yeah. On eBay right now.
I'm so out because since I have not been breaking as much, I go to stores and I can't even remember what year people products are in, which makes me mad.
And look what happened to Michael Penix. Like, Nick believes, yeah, bro, he's done for the year. He believes he can throw on the run. He can't. Yeah, I agree. He does pass the eye test. Magic Johnson, what about him? Are you talking about the greatest point guard of all time? It's Curry, man. Come on. Say 85.
That was just a layup. That was a layup. I don't think we missed it. Is the metal ball slander this year.
I think he's doing it to himself. I said to myself, LaMelo is really doing it to himself. He doesn't need me to pile on. He's having the same year that he has every year. Missing more games. Drake May might be great. His cards may still be cheap now. And Heck Tech, I'm looking at stuff that doesn't look that cheap. It's just so hard to buy a quarterback. That's rough. Would you spend money on Drake May, or would you spend money on a top basketball player?
Right now, today?
Yeah.
I would spend money on Steph Curry over Drake May.
That's what I'm saying.
Spending money. But only because of the season. Now, when the season goes out, in the offseason, I'm probably going to be buying a lot of Drake May. If they make the playoffs, I'm probably going to be buying a lot of Drake May.
But you're trying to move. So I'm trying to hold.
Well, I want to move some. I want to hold some. I mean, the Steph Curry's I'm buying right now, all 2003, 2004, 2005 inserts to grade and move.
I get that.
But I wouldn't mind buying a couple of these and grading.
Mendoza's nice, people. Have y'all watched him play?
But
you watched Mendoza play?
Who?
Mendoza, college football player. Probably might be a number one position for the Heisman.
But look at this Drake May. Optic Blue Hyper. Lowest is $35. Something like $45. And you go down to something not numbered. Box set weighs for $300. $257. And this one was really off center. Left to right.
Yeah, it is. It's a classic pose. It's like a Joe Montana pose on that card.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me pull up a little something here. Make sure we show the people.
Let me do something.
Butler got into it with Jalen Suggs tonight?
Who?
Butler got into it with Jalen Suggs tonight. Hold on, people. Hold on. Before we look at what we were going to look at, let's look at this.
Yo, these pictures are kind of disgusting, B. You know pictures was a household pet before this, yo? Yo, bro, who is it this?
Butler setting a solid screen for Curry. He'll step back and shoot for three. Got it.
We probably should start talking about whether or not they're going to stop with him on the floor.
No question. That cuts the lead to 11. What have we got on the rebound?
Let's go back and look.
Foul on Butler right there.
Yep.
Yeah, he took down Suggs.
Yep.
So what do we have? A technical foul on Butler? Podziemski in for Moody. Moses Moody did not follow up that career-high effort with another big offensive night. Only 6 for Moses Moody. Things getting testy between Carter and Butler. Referee Andy Nagy steps in between the two of them. Draymond Green.
I love it.
Peacemaker. Sure that.
You see what Butler told him?
What?
You ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
I love it when the old school.
I'm sorry. It's only one thing I need to know about Jimmy Butler, not to mess with Jimmy Butler. He's from Tomball, Mississippi. I don't know what a Tomball is, but I know I should be messing somebody from that country.
You know his background.
Yeah, I know his background, but
dude been through shit. So
yeah,
this whatever Suggs talking about.
I ain't messing with nobody from a town in that country, because you ain't had nothing to do but make your toys out of tree trunks. I can guarantee you, he mowed lawns with clippers as a kid.
Let us give a PSA to people out here. If you can hear this, if somebody's really been through shit in life, don't walk up to him talking yik yak. Yeah, in Texas, don't walk up to him talking. Jimmy Butler, childhood, young adult life, just don't walk up to him just talking any kind of. Come on, man. Suggs, come on. I would buy May. He is a huge market. I agree. Now, I'm not knocking the guy. The guy, to me, he's proven himself to be in that conversation to even be talked about as far as if people know me, a young quarterback wouldn't even be a part of my conversation because I know you could end up like Michael Penix. But Drake May and the situation he's in, he's nice.
I think of any young quarterback, he's the best buy.
I agree, sir. I totally agree. Stuff's expensive though, man. I'm looking at this like.
And the thing is, like, you can find deals on Drake May. You just got to be on top of it. Like that Blue Hyper sold for 99 cents today on eBay. It also sold for $37 and $65 in the PSA 9 on eBay today.
Okay.
I mean, tell me you have to be on top of it because you can find deals to catch a $37 card for 99 cents.
Yeah, we talked about Jamar Chase's spit. A little over $500,000 he won't get paid for that game he's missing. We talked earlier, Heck Tech, about
he probably like I just can't buy a new chain this week.
What will make a man spit on another person? I don't know. What will make a woman spit on another person? I don't know. So Kansas City Chiefs not making the playoffs.
Possibly not. They need to win 5 out of the next.
You know I'm jumping the joke.
7. Did we hit everything, FD?
Yeah, we hit everything.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to do one next week, we can do one next week.
Okay.
Pretty good. But I need to get the rest. I got another 12-hour shift tomorrow.
Oh man. Last question. Is Mahomes Heck Tech window done for a long while? I think he's done for his career. I don't see another championship. And then he's Troy Aikman. Boom. He's that dude. Good night, guys. Heck Tech, appreciate you. Let's talk about West Coast Car Show or something. Meeting up. Big John, thank you very much, sir. I always appreciate you. Tell your family I said what's up. Hold on. Favor says, you are right, FD. People hate Kobe, but you forget the love to hate him.
They love to hate him.
There's a difference. Kobe was box office. Must see TV.
Yeah.
I think Shay's box office.
In the wrestling business, Kobe was Randy Orton.
Is Shay box office?
Yeah, they got the second most TV games this year.
Yeah, because people want to see him. They hate him because they hate him. You got to think when you pop up in Anthony Edwards' commercial, just off top, out, he's earning, and nobody asks for you to be there. You living rent free. Big John, have a good one, man. That's with that 12-hour shift. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys.
Also, want to say next time we get on, we got to talk about Big John's been here for a year, people. A year strong. So we're gonna talk about that more next week, and we're gonna tell the background story of Big John joining What's the Play.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Y'all keep rolling.